Well, hello. Hello, Amy. The show will be starting in approximately a minute and a half, I believe. But if when we get into the show and you see me on video, if I don't seem to be fitting the screen, just squeeze the screen down, just pinch it down,
The show is
and
about to begin.
it'll bring me right into frame. That's the way Fireside does it now if you're on a phone. Also, for people that are listening into replay, you can fast forward past this spot and get right into the show. Then, also, during the show, if you're in the show live, you can react by hitting any of the three emojis across the bottom, which is the laugh emoji, the clap emoji, or the party sound. Any one of those sounds are welcome. And if you hit the four emojis that are in the lower right-hand corner, you can choose a different emoji and type a comment and press send. But if you would like a reading, and I give
The show is
free
about to begin.
readings here every Tuesday night. So if you'd like a reading, the easiest way to do is to just hit the ask button and type in that you want a reading and press send. Again, the show will be starting in just a few moments. There we go. Now we have audio. Welcome. Welcome to the Soul Reader, the show where I do free readings every Tuesday night. So if you would like one, please request one. Just hit the ask button and just say that you would like a reading tonight. I'm Anthony Cordova, Tony C., the man about love, the Soul Reader. And tonight, before we get into doing readings, we're going to get into the title of the episode, which is How Do I Live? Like, how do I live my life to try to live a decent life? Now, there are a couple of things if this is the first time you've been to this show. I am a psychic natural born empath. So when I do readings by feeling you, for feeling kind of your emotions or your soul. I call it the soul, who you truly are. And that's how I can help you deal with certain things that may be going on in your life. Now, I do many things. I do connect to people on the other side, but not like Tyler Henry. I will feel your loved one or your friend or whoever it is you're trying to connect to. And like I say, this is not my specialty, but sometimes your loved ones will come through if you happen to have someone on the other side that you're dealing with issues. Now, what I do when I do conversational, I just talk to you. So we'll just talk a little bit as we're talking, having a conversation. I will start to pick up things from you um, during that conversation. And then eventually I will ask you what is your main concern or your number one concern right now. What's on your mind the most right now? Because I know we have a lot of concerns, all of us. I do, you do, all of us do have all types of concerns. So, Jill, can you tell me I saw Amy there, but I can't quite see the other person in the audience.
Angie 62.
Angie, 62.
And by the way, Amy would like
a reading
Wonderful.
when it's time for that. We'll bring
Yes.
her up.
Yes. 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 Which will be soon. So, so Angie 62, if you didn't hear, I do readings, free readings here every Tuesday night. No problem. So if you'd like one, just hit the ask button, type in that you'd like a reading, and my producer will get you in after Amy.
That's correct. And Angie just says she does want
Oh,
a
this
reading.
is cool. I'm
I
looking
will.
forward
I
to
will
it.
read exactly what they said when we pull them up.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, real quick, I'm going to get into the subject of this episode, which is how do I live? Um, well, part of how I live is part of what this show is about. Um, I believe I'm supposed to make connections to as many people on this planet as I can. And I'm talking about positive connections, loving connections. I try to live my life in a way, as you can see behind me, keep it simple. I like to keep everything pretty simple. Try not to make it too complicated, even when it's a complicated thing. I try to keep it very simple. So, the way I live my life is one, with love. I love everyone, or I have love for everyone. I have love even for the people that hate me. I still do. Because how can I have a conversation with them if I hate them back? I can't. I can't. So that way we can learn about each other. The other thing I do is I try to look at everything with a positive and negative. So when I say something, when I'm speaking to someone, I think about what am I saying, and am I saying a positive thing or a negative thing, and am I saying something to uplift a person, or am I deliberately trying to pull them down? And none of us are perfect, so even we may say something wrong to hurt someone inadvertently, but once you do and you realize it, what do you do? Do you apologize? Yes. Let's apologize for that. Just so, but just to keep it simple, positive and negative. If I say something negative about a person, it's negative, and I know it, and I don't feel good when I say it. And like I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but I will apologize. So, I try to treat everyone with love, just pouring it out, and being that I'm a empath, uh, I can do that pretty well when I want to. Um, and then also being an empath that has learned how to protect myself, I can also keep it within me. So that's kind of it. Just on real quick, this subject can go on for hours on how do I live and how do I interact with people and all of that. But to break it down to the simple, positive and negative. Think what you're doing, think what you're saying, think about your actions through life and how you interact with people, and try to determine whether that is a negative or positive thing. And it will make your life run smoother, and it can also help you live your life with more love in your heart. And that's what we all should be doing, because we all are brothers and sisters and long lost cousins. We're all part of each other. So let's try to do that. So that music means it's time to do a soul reading. So the first one is going to be Amy, but there's something I want to tell you about the soul reading. So if at any time you feel uncomfortable, the safe word is stop. You don't have to scream it. You don't have to yell it. You can just say, stop. And I will stop, and maybe we'll move on to something else. Maybe we won't. That's up to you. But safe word is stop. And I will never try to divulge something about you that you really don't want divulged. Yes. Now, also, if you ever want a private reading, because these things can be pretty sensitive sometimes, you can go to, well, one thing you could do is click on the fortune cookie and that'll give you all the information you want. But also, you can go to knowtobestill.com. That's my website, which is KNOW, number two, letter B, still.com. And you can also learn other things about me, all the other things I'm involved with. So I think we're just about ready for Amy, my producer Jill, which for those of you that don't know is my wife. And there is Amy. Let
Hi.
me see. I gotta press some buttons here so I can see you better. Okay. Gotcha.
How are
Hi,
you?
Amy. How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
I can. I'm doing
Good.
all right. I've never done anything like this, so I'm excited.
Well, that excites me too.
Hmm.
So, have you seen psychics before, like on television, do readings and all of
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Okay. So, what I do, and I know you were here when I said this earlier, it's going to be kind of like we're having a conversation. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not the person that's going to say, "Oh, you're going to win the lottery in September." That's not me.
I'm not looking for
Okay.
that.
Okay. But I focus on you.
Hmm.
So even if it's a relationship type issue or something like that, I'm still going to focus on you. I may pick up things from the person you're involved with, but
Hmm.
I'm going to keep the focus on you and how you can better handle the situation that you're in.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to take a look at you. And sometimes when I'm talking, I will stop in mid sentence and switch gears because
Hmm.
that's just the way it comes in for me. So, I'm on one thought process and then something else jumps in and I'll just switch to that.
That's
Um,
okay.
yeah. And at any time, if you want me to back up, stop, you want to ask me a question, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm. Well, you are like you say when I ask you, how are you? You're like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. And you are mostly good, but there's something else. I don't know what it is yet. It's the way things come in for me.
Hmm.
You have, it seems to be something about your life. Um, yeah, in your case, it seems that something is missing. It's like there's something missing. And it's not a money issue. And I'm not saying that you're rich either, but it's not
Okay.
it's not that you're stressed about money. It's a lot of people have money worries and all of that, but that's not it with you. Something missing. That's what I keep feeling. Something missing. There's something missing. Okay, so I'm not getting it. So at this point, I'm going to ask you, what is your main concern in your life right now?
You want me to spill the beans, like the big thing?
Yeah, just tell me what it is, and that will help things get
Yeah.
going for me because I'm
Um,
not.
you're right when you're saying I'm missing something in my life, and it's definitely not money. It's my youngest daughter passed away in January.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And so yeah, I'm missing something big in my life. So her name was Zoe, and she was
Zoe,
14. Zoe. Yep.
Zoe.
Zoe.
She was 14.
Mhm.
So Zoe is really good where she's at.
Mhm. I believe that.
She she doesn't want you to be, and what I do, like, I don't hear Zoe speaking to me,
Right. Yeah.
but I can feel kind of what she feels, and then I have to translate that into what I think it is.
Mhm.
She actually she she actually she's been giving you signs,
Mhm. Absolutely.
and she wants she wants you to know for sure that that's her.
That's
Like,
awesome.
don't doubt it. When you see all of these little signs, don't doubt it, not for a second.
Yeah.
She wants you to understand that it's on the other side, it's not like it is on earth.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see her as you know her.
Right.
Okay. And now she's way more than what she was when she was here. Okay.
Yeah.
So the things that she didn't know about or didn't understand about life and being here, on this planet, now she knows.
Mhm.
She knows, and she's happy with that. She's happy with that. You know, some people when they go to the other side, especially if they were really troubled while they were here,
Mhm.
um, they they have a problem. They have
Yeah.
problems adjusting to the other side, but not her. Not her. She's just like good. And really her biggest concern is like for you, because she doesn't want you to be in pain. And this is why she keeps trying to contact you, because she's not, she's gone from here, but she's on the other side. The other side is just as real as here. So it's not like she's gone.
Yeah.
She still exists.
I believe that.
Yes, she still exists. So her concern is for you, and she wants you to heal. And you may be doing this already, but she wants you, when you see the signs, she wants you to acknowledge her.
Okay.
So that, yeah, she wants you to acknowledge her. And you can say it in your mind, you can say it out loud. I prefer that you say it out loud.
Yeah.
And even if you're in public, you can, say it under your breath when
Right.
these things happen. Um, when I feel people, and when I say people, I mean all people. So whether they're on this side or the other side, to me, they're still people.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel people the same way. This side, whether they're on this side or the other side, I still feel them. So for me, it's not like they died.
Yeah.
For me, they're still living, but just in a different realm.
Right.
That we actually, if we remain open like you, we can communicate with them,
Hmm.
which is fabulous to me. I think it's incredible.
Yeah.
Um, I don't I don't fear death. Okay, because people fear death because they don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Okay, I know where I'm going. I,
Yeah.
I look forward to it. I'm not in a rush to get there. Okay, I'm not in a rush
Right.
because that's not my place. Um, but it's wonderful on the other side,
Yeah.
and our relatives, our ancestors, they just want the best for us.
Yeah.
Just the best for us, because living on this planet is hard. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so yeah, that's about it. Zoe just wants the best for you, and she wants you to be happy, and she wants you to acknowledge her. And the acknowledgement isn't for her, it's for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so every time you acknowledge her, you heal a little more every time. Okay,
Yeah.
so as you heal, you actually, in this case, okay, because she is reaching out to you, you are communicating with her.
Hmm.
So the stronger that connection comes, the less grief you will have. And grief is natural. I can't imagine losing a child. I have two daughters that are old now, but I can't imagine losing them or my grandchildren. I'm supposed to go first, you know?
Right. And it's a sad situation too because she passed away from fentanyl overdose, and um, she had struggled with some mental health things before and was kind of getting her things together. And I really don't know 100% of the story, and that's difficult as well. But recently, the police have figured out who gave her this or sold this to her. And so now I'm kind of dealing with the pain of that family and what their child is now going to face. And I'm not a vengeful person, and I don't, that was Zoe's choice to do what she did, and they both made bad decisions. And now
Yeah.
I'm grieving for their family as well. I know they're not losing a child, but this person may have murder charges pressed against them from, the county attorney.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so this is just a really hard situation. And I feel like I'm just stuck in it. I'm stuck in it. And I'm just trying to keep on loving my daughter and help her three siblings through this as well.
Hmm.
So nobody wins in this situation. It's bad.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is really bad. In Zoe's case, um, in Zoe's case, I did I did feel some of the mental illness.
Mhm.
I didn't know whether you wanted me to divulge that or not, but
No, it's okay.
in
I
her
think it's important.
case, in her case, she was 14.
Hmm.
Um, and in reality, with the mental illness, she didn't know what she was doing.
Right.
She knew what she was doing, but she didn't know what she was doing. She didn't know
Right.
the
She
gravity.
didn't think it would happen to her.
Yes, she didn't. She didn't know the gravity of it.
Right.
As far as the other family, I understand that you feel conflicted. This is what I'm getting from you. You feel conflicted about that
Yeah.
whole part of it.
Hmm.
But you kind of just have to stand back. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, I'm not saying to forget about it, to not be concerned about it, but what I'm saying is to back off with the intensity
Yeah.
that you focus, that you use to focus on that,
Yeah. Definitely.
because that all of that is going to work itself out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all of that side of it is going to work itself out without you having to put so much stress on yourself. Because in reality, there's not a whole lot you can do on that part of the situation.
Right. And
Um,
it doesn't
so
change
I would,
anything for me or Zoe's
yes,
outcome, anyways. I
yeah.
don't want
So,
this person to affect other people. That's
mhm,
really what I want the outcome to be, so that no one is affected. But however that's going to happen, that's out of my hands.
yeah, yeah. That's
And I
that's
don't
true.
want to be the one to. I'm not making that decision. Thank
Right.
God, because I feel bad for those other parents. I do.
Hmm.
I feel really bad.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is there any other questions you want to ask me? Because we have a few other people that would like a reading. So, is there
No, that
anything
was
else?
no, that was all I really wanted to. Do you want to see a picture, Zoe?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, you have one handy? Yes.
And I think, Monica, you can correct me, but I think you want to say something about this.
Yeah, I wanted to actually say something to Amy,
Um,
but I
Can
want
you
to look
see
at her
her?
photograph.
uh, can you move
She,
it to your right a little bit? Oh, yeah, I see it. I see it now. Well, I
she
guess I
played
meant to
soccer.
your
She was a.
left.
Can you see it
Yeah,
there?
she's, yes, yes. There's where I can see better. Wonderful. What is that? A soccer jersey?
She did cross country.
cross country. Okay,
Yeah, she was a
cool,
runner. So, yeah, she's a
cool.
great kid. She just made a bad choice and she made a mistake, and we're just all trying to get there. Get through
Yeah.
it, I guess. We're trying to get through it.
All right. Well, cool.
But yeah, I'll let somebody else get a reading. I think that's really great that you do this for people. So thank you so much. Just to even
No,
have someone to talk to about
don't go anywhere, Amy. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, I'm here.
So,
Monica is a creator on Fireside. Also, her show airs right before mine.
yeah. So, Amy, first of all, my condolences, but and I'm not trying to interfere with Anthony's show, but I'm prior law enforcement. I used to be a police officer, and now I'm a private detective. And I'm on 2 TV shows as a crime expert because I've worked so many investigations. So, what I wanted to say to you is you absolutely cannot carry that burden. He is going to be brought to justice, and he has to be, Amy. And it's almost like I heard the Holy Spirit saying that your daughter almost surrendered or gave her life to bring the attention to this problem. Fentanyl is huge, Amy. It's huge. And it's gotten so malicious where there are actually people that are creating fentanyl to be lethal, not for people to get high off of it, but to actually kill people. So whether he did it maliciously or whether it was an accident, it doesn't matter. Somebody like that is dangerous. I hate that it took your daughter having to lose her life, but I heard the Holy Spirit say that it was an accident. It was not intentional. It was absolutely an accident. So what Anthony shared with you, he is spot on. It was an accident. But it's like what he said, in the spirit world, she's still here with you. And nobody can tell you how long to grieve or any of that stuff because people are to do that. Nobody has the right to tell you how long and when and how often and none of that. You have a vacancy in your heart. There's a vacancy that's there, your daughter, and it's not there in your heart. That vacancy has to be filled, and it takes time for that to happen. But I don't want you feeling guilty about the justice system. He absolutely should be prosecuted. I'm sorry for his parents and his family, but he made a choice, Amy. When you make a choice, when you have the action of doing something that can harm somebody, you have to be willing to face the repercussions. So somebody lost their life because of what he did. So you can't feel any guilt about that whatsoever. And, in seeing your spirit and your energy, bless his family, pray for him because they're going to need prayers as he goes through that process as well. But I don't want you feeling guilt about what his choice and his choice leading to the death of your child.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. And thank you for that, Monica. We do have someone else that's in line for a reading, so we need to get to her also.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad that
Sorry for
I
the
could.
tears.
Oh
No,
no!
and I was
Hey,
going to say, Amy, you let it go. And Anthony, she
Yes.
needs to get in contact with me for support through the criminal justice system. Anthony, give her my information where she can call me. Okay, but Amy, you let those tears flow. Okay, you let them go, girl. But God bless you, and you're going to be fine.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you
And
so
and
much,
really,
both of you.
all of that is going to work out.
Yeah.
So it's
truly
going to
will.
work
I
out the
believe
way
that.
it's supposed to.
Thank you.
All
so
right.
much.
Love you, Amy. Thanks for coming up. Please visit us any Tuesday or visit me and actually Jill, my producer. We just love to see you here, even if you don't get a reading, just to be here.
Okay.
All right. Love
thank
you.
you for-
We'll see you
thank
next
you so much.
time.
I love you too. Thank you.
All right. Do you know how to get off the stage, or do we need Jill to take you?
Nope. I do not know how to do
She
it.
does not. Okay. Jill's going to take you
I've
off the
been trying
stage,
for
but
some- Oh,
you'll still be in the audience. There we go. All right.
Anthony, don't forget to get Amy's information where she can contact me if I need to walk her through what she's getting ready to deal with. Okay.
Yeah. She can click on the fortune cookie. Also the My website address is know2bestill.com, and that's KNOW number 2 letter B still.com. All right. So I see. There we go. Angie, 62. Now, that 62 isn't because you're 62, is it?
Yes, yes, it is.
See, you have the young gene just like me. I'm 64. So,
Oh,
yeah, so us young looking people have to stick together. Yes. All right. So you've heard everything already about how I do what I do and all of that. And already your energy, when your energy is off the chart. So when I say you look young, but it's not just on the outside. You know that saying, young at heart? You are one of the people that are young at heart. Inside, you still feel like you're in your 20s. That's how you walk around everywhere, every day. You are very outgoing. Very outgoing. You're not a person that's afraid to try new things.
no.
Yeah. So you're the person I need to say, Angie, I need you to go parachuting with me. And you're the one who'll be like, okay, let's do it. No hesitation. So I might call you on that one day. Maybe we can get a bunch of us from the show to go skydiving, which would be cruel. And my producer, Jill, my lovely wife, is shaking her head. No, 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 no. Okay. So that's kind of how you are walking around every day. That is who you are. Very helpful to people.
Would you like me to read what she wrote earlier?
Yes, you said you were going to read that.
She actually lost her cat a couple of months ago, and she's devastated.
I had to tell my producer something. She was getting ready to knock
Knock
down
down
one
the
of the
lights.
lights.
When I
Okay.
say lost, she didn't pass. We were actually in California, and we lost her in another state. We live in Arizona. And so we stayed an additional 3.5 weeks looking for her and had to come back home. And I actually have the whole city looking for her. And I had somebody ask me the other day, how did you manage to have a whole community looking for your cat?
That's
And I
who
said,
you
"You know
are.
what?" I said, it is not me. It is God. Because when I lost her, I went live every day on Facebook and I just spoke from my heart. And she means the world to us. And I want to believe that she's still alive, but that she's scared and she's going to come out when she gets comfortable enough to do so. But I have people that I have never met before that are praying for us, that are calling me every day, that are sending me pictures of cats that they think are her. And I've put people together. I've met people have come into our lives through this whole process. And when we find Misty, I'm going to thank her because we have been truly blessed through this experience. And I want to try to it be a positive experience. And I truly believe that God is just borrowing her for a minute and she's going to come back to us. And that it's almost like she's an intervention of, I'm supposed to work on my spiritual self, and God is blessing me with these people through the process of losing her. And I just want to know that she's still alive.
Okay. That is a hard one for me. That is a hard one for me. But what I'm feeling is that she is still alive. That's what I'm feeling. And now this is not 100%. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I've
this is
reached out to other readers, and they've told me the same thing,
the
that the
same
energy
thing. Okay.
is
I
there.
feel that she is still alive. But there's a bigger story here as far as connection and connection with people. Okay. It is very, very, very important that we learn how to communicate with each other and connect to each other. Okay. Now, we all are connected to each other. We just don't realize it. It's gotten away from us. Okay. So, through all of this, you've created these human connections with people, a lot of people. And your energy, your love, okay, because you have an abundance of love. You'll always. Do you have just one cat, just one, or you have other animals also?
Well, I have one cat and I have my dog Walter, but in the process of looking for Misty, I found 2 little baby feral kittens that I've brought home and have adopted, and they're probably about 8 weeks old now. So they are now my new little fur babies.
Yeah, that's why I went in that direction. Um, People like you, people that have this abundance of love and the ability to really connect with people, okay, quite often they'll have several pets, several animals. You've probably always had, not just one, because I remember, was it just one? Because the love needs to be placed, and animals receive love very well. They're really good at. They're better at receiving love than us. Okay, like us,
Sorry.
we can
Speaking
hardly.
of my animal, I had to let him in.
Oh, okay, okay.
He
That's
was
that's that's
scratching at the
fine.
door.
That's fine. So, yeah, getting there. I I don't. I feel that she's still alive, but I I, I don't know how all of that's going to end up.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm feeling that she's alive. But the positive about all of this is the connections that you have made during this, during all of this. It's really a big deal.
Hmm.
Okay. Very, very important. Um, Certain people like you were put onto this planet specifically, among other things, but one specific thing is to create that connection with our fellow human beings. Okay. Which is more important than people realize. So we're talking about love. Okay. We're talking, and this is not my quote, it's someone else's quote, but it's that Jesus kind of love. Okay. That real unconditional love that you give to people and they receive it. And in turn, they're able to give it back to you. Everybody can't do that. They just can't. I wish everybody could. This world would be a better place if we had more people like you. But no, most of us aren't like you. So you are amazing. I mean, like my hat is off to you for what you do. It's incredible. So I hope. Oh yeah. Yeah, my producer's handing me notes. She does that during the show. My wife keeps me on track. So she actually left me a note about connections and what are you supposed to do with these connections. She always has good questions like that. So actually, you are already doing what you're supposed to be doing with these connections. So the people that you have contacted and have contacted you, that connection is already there. It's teaching people that through an animal, through a cat, okay? It's teaching you, us, all of us, that an animal can bring us together.
Mm-hmm.
Animals are here for a reason too. Okay.
Let me share
And
something really quick, because this is kind of weird how this has all fallen into place. Because we lost her in California at a gas station, and we don't know how she got out of her car. But long story short, this was in Hanford, California, where Tyler Henry was from. And one person who has become part of our search team is a caregiver who is actually taking care of Tyler Henry's aunt. And she told me to reach out to him along with somebody else that she connected me. And I came across his site, and somehow I came across yours. And through that, because I signed up. But anyways, the point being is I had a reading not too long ago, because I'm looking for answers. And I have not gone a day without crying in looking for her, and gone live on Facebook. And I've had like 8,000 views on my lives when I talk about this. And I all I can say is that the amount of love that I have received from that community and support from total strangers, and who have shared their life stories with me, even after I get off the live, and have connected with me. And somebody in particular had said to me that Misty is a tool, and she's being used through you, because you are supposed to be doing exactly what you're doing and connecting people. And I've had to pray over people that said, I don't know who to talk to, but I feel very comfortable with you. Total strangers. We've made friends with people that are putting a trap up for her every night and putting tuna in there. And I'm shipping my clothes to them so they can put them on the fence, and hopefully she'll smell our scent. But through the process of all of this, somebody gave me a reading, and they said that God is showing me that the world is not as evil and wicked as I perceived it to be at one time, because I kind of shut everybody out, and it was just me and my husband and my pets, because I got tired of being disappointed with people, and I was constantly giving and doing and not getting in return. But I realized that I have to do without expectation, and have met these two husband and wife that have been helping us with our cat, that I've learned so much from them. And I said, had it not been for losing Misty, we would have never met these people. And so I believe that nothing happens by mistake.
That's right.
And just like the story of Job, that everything was taken away from him and he continued to have his faith, I will do the same, because I have to truly say, whether God is going to give her back to me or not, I have to just believe that this is his plan. And that's going to be the true, I guess, a test of time. Whether it's,
Well,
I don't
you
know.
you've had several different psychics tell you the same thing. Okay,
Hmm.
that means it's true. It's real, and just don't stop what you're doing.
Hmm.
Um, I'm thinking about something right now that happened today to me. So I was at this place of business, and the proprietor had two cats, right? And one cat was by the window, the other cat was sitting by the door. And I'm talking to the proprietor, eh, maybe 5 minutes, and there's a like a stool, a chair in front of me. I was standing at the counter. And the cat that was by the door came over, jumped up on the chair, and just like got all in my face, like love me, pet me, rub my ears, and the cat would go meow. And I thought it was odd because I didn't focus my attention on the cat the whole time I was there. And it was like, why all of a sudden this cat is just wants my attention and wants my love all of this, all of the sudden. And the cat owner was like, what's going on? This cat, my cat has never done that with anyone
Wow.
here. And it just right now it feels and I can't explain it. It's like a connection to you and your cat because it's never happened before. That has never happened to me before. Um, so for me, that's kind of comforting. It's like I don't know. I can't explain it. I didn't give it too much thought at the time, but now I'm giving it more thoughts. Obviously, because I'm bringing it up. But no, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and I hope she does turn up. Right now, I feel that yes, she's still alive, and she's okay.
I've
Yeah.
heard stories they show up 6 months later, a year
Yes.
later, and maybe God has a plan to put her in somebody else's life for a little bit,
Yeah.
or just keep her. I have to just trust that He's watching over her.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, and you may understand this. You're gonna say, "Oh yeah." So I'm I'm one of the people. I was put here to do something special. Okay. Um, and I was bucking it for a long time. Me starting this show is me starting to do what I'm supposed to be doing. But I was told to do this 6, 7 years ago. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And things started happening that forced me this way. Okay. And I'm giving that's the short story. Things happened that forced me this way because I wasn't moving this direction. I was just standing still. Now, I told you that you are different than most people and that you are supposed to be connecting to all of these people. But yet you told me you became stagnant. You just stayed home. You didn't want to deal with people because so many people have done you wrong. Because you're giving of your heart. And people that do that get burnt. They get burnt all the time until it gets to the point where, forget this. If I just hang with my husband, stay in my house, stay with my cat, life is good. We tell ourselves that, but that's not your purpose. That's not your mission, to stay at home and not connect to people. So this forced that to happen. So if you don't listen, the Lord will make you listen.
Yep.
And you've connected to thousands of people because of that. You know that saying, the Lord moves in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
You never know who's going to help. You never know how you're going to get pushed into a situation. We don't think about it because all of us are in our own heads. We're just in our own heads, in our own little worlds. We're a world, singular. But no, this is happening, and more good stuff is going to come out of this.
I think so. I think a lot of good stuff has come out of it. And, I'm just like a 2-year-old having a temper tantrum because I want my cat back now. And I'm just saying, God, I already learned the lesson. Just give her back to me now. And he says, no, my child, I'm not done yet.
That's right. Yeah, I wish it worked that way. Oh, yeah, I'm good now, Lord. No problem. Yeah. Okay, I did what you told me, all right. Now leave me alone for a minute, But no.
I am seeing that the world is not as bitter as I thought it was, and that there are people that have shown just such unconditional love and help and support, and I get messages every day, people saying, we love Misty. They don't even know her, but I put videos up of her. I put pictures. I tell stories about her, how she touched our lives, the things we do, pictures. I mean, we used to take her everywhere, camping with us, on road trips. And it was literally like she just disappeared into thin air, and we just have no idea how she just went missing. And we just hope that we find her. And in the meantime, I will just continue to just be real and talk our story. And I mean, these last 2 months, everything that has happened to us, and, me going live on Facebook, and I give updates just like almost every other day. Mm-hmm. And I've had evil people call me and torture a cat in the background and tell me that
really?
Yes. And, at first I was traumatized, and now I just tell them that, I will pray for you, and that you have such bitterness and anger and hatred in your heart to call somebody that is so vulnerable, like myself and my husband, to call us and do something like that. And, they hang up, they don't call back, but anyways, a lot. I mean, the only thing that's missing about this story besides Misty is a Netflix movie out of it, because the things that have happened to us in this whole 2 months has just been, amazing. But I just...
Well, that flashed through my head when you started telling the story, that it could turn into a movie. But again, the movie is about, 1, Misty, 2, the human connection. Mm-hmm. And actually, there was another movie like this, but it was about a dog that was missing. I can't remember what it's called. Now, my producer, which is this amazing writer, she has passed a note that you should write about this. So maybe do you write?
I do. I haven't in a long time, but you can go to my Facebook page and see our story there, and I won't delete any of my videos, because I'm just like, I'm keeping all of those. So when somebody says that they want to air this, I have it all. And
So
it's
how would we do that? Are you Angie 62 on Facebook?
yes, on
Okay.
Facebook, Angie62, and you can find me there. It's a public profile, and you see all of my lives are there. And of course, I'm crying through every one of them. But you see all of the comments and the people, and it's just been absolutely amazing. So
Cool.
she's a very, very special cat to us, and you'll be able to see what she looks like there as well.
I know there's like long hair calicos, but are there short hair calicos also?
She is a short hair tabby. So she's like
She's
a
a
tiger
tabby.
tabby. She's
Okay.
beige and black, tan, striped. She has a white little, like a mask, a little white stripe here, white
Mm-hmm.
paws on the front, back. I call them knee-high boots in the back. I have all of her pictures, but people just love her and are waiting for her every day. It's amazing. Every day I get calls. So she's been on the news, and she's just a love. But she's brought a lot of people together. I mean, just hundreds of people that I don't even know. It's amazing. But
Have
I
you?
reached out to also an animal communicator and by the name of Tim Link, and another communicator. And then I came across, like I said, somebody that's in our search team that is caring for Tyler's aunt. And she said, well, she has somebody that she's related to that maybe can tell you whether Misty's alive or not. And I'm thinking, he's so busy, he probably would never, reach out to me.
Tyler's pretty busy.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's funny because I actually saw him at the Marengo over like in Palm Springs a few years back, and
Uh-huh.
I would have never thought that I would have met somebody that's taking care of his aunt or somewhat related. But anyways, it's just kind of weird how everything is kind of connected.
Um,
But thank you for
I'm
taking the
I'm
time.
gonna ask you to do something, even if you haven't. You may have done it already, and maybe someone else has told you to do this. Someone else with gifts. Have you thanked Misty?
Yes,
You have thanked her.
yes,
Okay.
I thank her every day.
Okay. Okay. I was kind of feeling you did, but yes, yeah. Keep thanking
Yeah.
Misty, because she's busy.
I
She's
just want
busy.
one sighting. That's the weirdest thing. Today is literally May 11th was when she went missing, 2 months. I'm like, I just need one sighting. And I even tell the readers, how come nobody has seen her? And, learning about cats and everything, they can go up to 2 weeks without eating and will bunker down and hiding. She was an indoor cat. She's afraid of people. She's skittish. She's a love bug in her own environment. But she's doing her work, and she'll come
Absolutely.
out when she's supposed to.
Yeah.
But there's a sign on every corner. And
Mhm.
I even made a campaign that because the city was taking the signs down, and I was like, "Oh no, we're
No,
leaving.
please don't.
We have to have the signs up." So I did a campaign, and I went live, and I said, if anybody prints out this bright yellow flyer, and it's got my phone number on it with her picture, and it says reward, $1,500 reward for her. But if you print this flyer and you put the flyer on your car, it's going to help keep her name out
Mhm.
there. And if anybody does that, I will also offer an additional $500. If you find her and you have that flyer on your car, you'll get the $1,500 reward plus the
Oh,
$500 for having I'm just trying to think, outside of the
yeah.
box to
Yeah.
keep her, the story going so that someone will see her, as I will not let the city shut me down, because you can't tell
Right.
us not to put a sign on our car. So there's signs
Mhm.
all over, the town with her picture on these cars. So-
Yes.
and it's amazing. I mean, we would be like at Walmart. Somebody's telling us to roll down our window, and they said, "Are you Angie, Misty's mom?" I don't even know these people. I was at a stop sign and I was putting a flyer up, and a lady said, "Oh, is that your cat? Can you tell me about her?" And I'm telling her about her in the stop sign, and there's these two people walking across the street, and they said, "We've been looking for Misty." And then there's a gentleman in a truck and his wife, and she sticks her head out, and this big burly guy, he says, "Angie, we're looking for Misty. We will find her." And the lady at the stop sign is like, "Oh my gosh, all these people." And I said, "It's just from going live and telling her story and how much she means to us and how many lives that she has touched through this whole process." And I'm across the street at another block. Somebody shouts across the street, "Angie!" And because I'm putting up the signs. He took a picture with me, put it on his Facebook. I'm nobody. Absolutely.
See, you ended
I
up
know. I take that back.
where I was going to say something. I was going to say
It's humble.
something to anyone in the audience that believes one person cannot make a difference. Angie 62 is proof that one person can make a difference in this world. One person and Misty. One person and Misty make a big difference in this world. So, people, when you say, "I can't do anything, I'm just one person," yes, you can.
Mhm.
Yes, you can. Follow Angie 62's lead, please. And check out, Misty and Andy, and maybe you can look for Misty also.
Yes.
So we're just about, we're a little over an hour now. I usually stay just for an
I'm
hour.
sorry. That went by fast. Thank
Yeah,
you.
but we're gonna check out your Facebook page and see if there's anything we can do. We're out on the East Coast.
Okay.
I don't think she's made it out here yet.
I hope not.
So we may not see Misty around here, but maybe we can still put the word out.
Thank
So
you.
it was wonderful having you here,
Thank you.
and
It was a pleasure.
I hope Misty shows up before too long. That would be
Yes.
great. That would be great. And
Yes.
like my lovely producer said, start writing this stuff down.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a log of it through Facebook and all of that,
Yes.
but I'm sure we would love to hear it all in your words, on the paper, on the page.
I
Would
might
be
do
cool.
that.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be cool. All right. And really
Thank you.
come back and see us anytime.
Yes, I
Um,
will.
yeah, we loved having you here, and I love feeling your energy. Um, people don't realize it. When people have energy like yours, I kind of just get giddy because I don't feel it from everybody. So
Yeah.
when that rare person comes around and I feel that energy, I'm just like, "Oh, this is so good. This feels so good." So thank you
Thank
for
you.
that.
All
All
right.
right. Do you
You
know
have
how
a good night.
to get yourself off the stage?
No, I
If
don't.
Okay, well, Jill will take care of that for
All right.
you.
Thank you,
All
Jill.
right.
Okay.
And all my love to you and Misty and your husband and your dog and everybody else. Would be cool. Jill, do we have any more readings that I might be able to squeeze in? Or
Not readings, but you can say hi to Stefan.
Stefan is here? I don't even have my list. Hello, Stefan.
And TRH.
TRH. I'm not familiar with TRH. There it is. But hello, hello. I'm glad you're here. Um, if anyone would like a quick reading, I will do, and I'm getting the side eye from Jill, but I will do it real quick, and then we can get off the show, or otherwise, we're gonna start closing it up, start wrapping it up out of here. But this has been a very interesting show. Actually, most of these shows are pretty interesting. I love what I do. I've only been doing this show for 2 months now, I think, and I love it. I was concerned about exposing what I can do because, some people get all woo woo. So, but no, I love this. I love to be able to talk to people. I love feeling the people's emotions and hopefully helping what I'm supposed to do. So this is what I do. So the music you hear playing right now is Feel Freedom by Mix Sound. The music I play, there's a hand raised. Yes, Jill.
Amy said, thank you so much for sharing your gifts with us, Anthony, and keep spreading your kindness. The world needs more people like you.
Well, thank you. And send people to this show so I can give them a free reading too. Thank you, Amy. That was nice. And it was real nice talking to you, and feeling Zoe was real nice also. Feeling her emotions was excellent. So again, and let me see, the music we played for the open is called Feel the Wave by Emilio Monroon. I always have a hard time getting his name out for some reason. So till next time, I'm going to take myself off video. That means I'm getting ready to close this out. And as usual, I love you all. Till next time, till next Tuesday. And remember, you can always go to the website and get a private reading, or you could just click on that fortune cookie and it'll give you all the information you need.